What's up everybody? In this video, we're going to talk about whether or not you should be spending cash or using your airline or credit card points for purchases or even travel. There are two ways of traveling and saving. Obviously, if there's a great deal, you could pay cash, or if you have a lot of miles, then it looks like it's a free travel experience. So before I get into this video and give you my thoughts on using American Express or Chase Reserve points for travel or for spending versus just using cash, please give me a like, subscribe to the channel. It's free and I appreciate it. So let's get into this video. Okay, currently I had a balance of 1,160,000 and so points. And I've actually had about 1,400,000 points, but we did take a trip to Miami. Check out that video in regards to our trip to Miami where I reviewed some airport lounges, etc. And now I have about 1,160,000 with more points pending, and I'm going to be planning my next set of travel. But sometimes I don't use the points for travel. So for example, there are websites you could get very cheap deals in travel on, and it may not be worth using your points because there's no saver value, there's no special value. Now, unless you're an individual that's getting constantly miles that are coming in and you're doing some massive spending, then it makes complete sense to use your miles and points on all your travel needs and not just look for a saver deal. Now, what is a saver deal? It's a deal that comes up on the three major airline partners that allows you to book a flight or a hotel stay for a lot cheaper, usually a flight. And basically you're able to pay, say, instead of 100,000 points round trip, you could pay 75,000 or 55,000, etc. Sometimes also American Express offers points transfer bonuses. So for example, if you're going to go to Asia miles right now, they're offering a 20 points bonus. So 1 million points or 1,000 points, I should say, gets you 1,200 points in Asia miles. And from Asia miles, you could book pretty much a lot of different airlines because of their alliance network. One of my favorite ways to transfer points versus buying things in cash is Avianca miles or Life miles. Basically, you're going to get a good value to book a lot of different variety in points, and it's usually a lot cheaper on Life miles as well. So check that out. Of course, you could always transfer your points to Emirates and book a luxurious first class suite, which I plan to do one day. But overall, you really got to value what the points and miles bring. So what I have learned from being an Amex member and earning millions and millions of points throughout time is the fact that sometimes the value of American Express points are just better spent on travel. And not only better spent on travel, but better spent when you find the best deal possible. Paying for cash often has its benefit if you're booking a short leg flight or if you're booking a flight where it's a cheap deal online and the points to say savings or the points to dollar ratio do not make sense. So if the flight that you're booking costs $1,000 or it costs you 100,000 plus points, then I probably often pay cash unless I have a enormous amount of points that I just don't know what to do with. I like to use my points and miles for saver flights or future travel plans. I look to see when I get the best possible deal on one of these three major alliance networks, which is Star Alliance, One World, and SkyTeam. And then I make my booking based on that, whether I fly with my family or myself. That's, to me, is the best way to book. Now, years back, American Express was also partnered with United in a way where it was through Continental Airlines. So you were able to redeem your American Express points and get upgrades when United Airlines and Continental merged. Now that's no longer the case. So you have to use, for example, your American Express points through some of the other points programs out there like Aeroplan, etc., to get a United Airlines flight. And it's a little bit inconvenient. Otherwise, you use your Chase Sapphire points for, say, United, which is a big airline here in the States. Now, I personally always try to use my points only on travel. There are so many ways to redeem your points. For example, you could use them on Amazon, you could use them on some of the other websites, you could even pay your credit card bill down with points. I personally don't like doing that. And the reason I don't like doing that is I feel like I could get a 20, 30, 40% savings on points value if I travel. And if you love to travel, that's the only way to really take full benefit and advantage of your points. Another thing you need to know is I recently got an American Express Platinum card from my new business. You could check that review on the channel. And with that American Express Platinum card, I had to go ahead and enroll in all the programs. It does not enroll you into the Dell for Business program, into the Priority Pass program, etc. You name it, Clear membership. So you really have to go on there, click the rewards page, and enroll. Some of American Express's main airline partners are Aeroplan, Delta, Emirates. I would say Asia Miles is huge. British Airways if you're going to Europe. And, Hawaiian is pretty good, but I haven't been able to find great deals on Hawaiian. JetBlue, if you're flying from, say, SFO to Miami or Fort Lauderdale, that's a great opportunity. However, you give up 250 points for only 200 JetBlue points, so I find that value to be a losing value, and I would probably not book with JetBlue. Qantas is very good, and one of the best points programs to transfer to airlines is actually the Marriott Bonvoy program, where you're getting 3-to-1 on transfers, and some of the best deals are using your points through the Marriott Bonvoy program. So if you could transfer, for example, your American Express points to the Marriott Bonvoy program and then use the Marriott Bonvoy points to book your stays or even book your travel using something like an award finder, you would be able to really take advantage of your points and get a really cheap travel experience. So there you have it, folks. Personally, do not like using my points for cheaper flights or where I don't feel I'm getting value. Share in the comments below if you use your points pretty much for everything or you just use it for travel. I've noticed when I used to buy my Amazon goods with my American Express points, I was getting about 0.8 value to the product I'm purchasing, when in fact American Express sells your points back at a 1-to-1 value. And then if you're doing saver or points transfers, you could get up to a 1.415 value on your point, 1.4, 1.5 I should say, where you're doing saver deals. So you're getting way more if you know how to utilize the program. And there are so many websites out there, from the Points Guy, the Points Guy UK, Unlimited Points. There is Thrifty Traveler. There are just so many out there that you could find them either on the website or Instagram. Subscribe to their newsletters and see how they're utilizing these points and miles to get your best advantage. I love redeeming points, but I don't do it when it's not a sale or bonus. And if it's a sale or bonus, that's the best way to redeem your points. It's not really to just throw them away here and there. I had a client that would, through our travel business, that would actually earn about 1 million points a week. And this individual was a baller. He was a big time spender on his American Express card. I believe he had the Centurion card, but if not, he had the Platinum. And he would just constantly contact our company to book him and his family travel around the world. I don't even think this guy lived at home for majority of the year, but his travels were so up there. In fact, he would, throw away 1 million miles on one booking, throw away 700,000 miles on another, etc. And often when he did not have enough miles, I've even seen him book tickets up to $40,000 to fly on Emirates for a family of 4. And it was nothing to him. And I was pretty shocked to see that experience. However, this client is a very high net worth individual. So if you're in that level, then it doesn't really matter where you use your points. But if you are like the average Joe or someone that appreciates getting the best value for their points, do not just throw them away and spend them on places and pay off things with them. Really take advantage, understand the 3 alliances and the networks that American Express brings, and then find or do the proper research to get your most value for that point transfer through one of those alliances to get the cheapest possible airfare out there to get the best flight for your best vacation. So whether you use miles or points, it's relative. Find out the best way. Use some of the tools out there that are available to you. There are also forums you could go on to see what the best rates are. And comment below, what is the destination that you would travel to if you could go anywhere in the world in first class or business class? And let me know in the comments, and maybe I'll look up how much points you need for that and respond, but we'll go from there. If you did enjoy this video, I ask that you like the video, subscribe to the channel. It's free, and I appreciate it. I'll catch you here in the next one.